Welcome to Mountain Telephone TV's coverage of CamFest 2022.
That's awesome, that's awesome. Here's your host band for the big CamFest, and they are going to come out on fire. I almost said something else there, but they're going to burn it up with some great bluegrass music, and you can learn a lot from a song too. That's their new single, a great big CamFest. Welcome to our buddies, your friends, it's Hammertown! 1, 2, 3, and...
Heard you coming late last night, not too long before daylight. I guess your mama's feeling sick again. It'll be the second time this week. Things are looking mighty bleak, and my trust for you is growing mighty thin. Could it be that what we have no longer, and the 20 years we spent are out the door? Before you come up with your lies and your slippery alibis, honey, tell me something I ain't heard before. Hollow promises and lies, I never thought you'd be the kind to play that cheating game no one can win. But once the cards are dealt around, and when you played your last hand down, you'll find you've lost some things you'll never find again. Could it be that what we have no longer, and the 20 years we spent are out the door? Before you come up with your lies and your slippery alibis, honey, tell me something I ain't heard before.
Pick a snaggle, dude.
Could it be that what we have no longer, and the 20 years we spent are out the door? Before you come up with your lies and your slippery alibis, honey, tell me something I ain't heard before. Before you come up with your lies and your slippery alibis, honey, tell me something I ain't heard before.
Coming to you from Sagersville, Kentucky, y'all say hi to Brian Russell one time.
Well, I woke up in the middle of the night. I reached over to pull your tie. Oh, and I found nothing. I'm next to nothing. Since you've been gone, since you've been gone, I still do the things like we used to do. But it's not the same since I've lost you. Oh, I feel like nothing. I'm next to nothing. Since you've been gone, since you've been gone, I'm not the man that I used to be. 'Cause you're no longer here with me. I'm so alone. I'm next to nothing since you're gone. Gave you my heart, body and soul. I gave you my love, I gave you it all. Oh, man, you left me nothing. I'm next to nothing. Since you've been gone, since you've been gone. Oh, I'm not the man that nothing since you're gone. Oh, what's going on? I'm next to nothing since you're gone.
Stuck it out for 30 years in this old factory town. But today's the day that I'll retire and I'll be southern bound. There's a poor man's farm where I was born that's home sweet home to me. There's a weathered shack on a mountain top way down in Tennessee. And I'm gonna go where the redbuds grow, the tall pines hum and the Tennessee flows, the banjos ring and the bluebirds sing. I'm going home to Tennessee. I'm going home to Tennessee.
Anybody out there from Tennessee tonight?
On this assembly line was never really me. The old home place was always there in my memories. It's been 30 years of sweat and tears in this old northern state. How many times have I walked through that old factory gate? And I'm gonna go where the redbuds grow, the tall pines hum and the Tennessee flows, the banjos ring and the bluebirds sing. I'm going home to Tennessee. I'm going home to Tennessee. Redbuds grow, the tall pines hum and the Tennessee flows, the banjos ring and the bluebirds sing. I'm going home to Tennessee. I'm going home to Tennessee. I'm going home to Tennessee.
Not here in blue.
John Henry was a little bitty boy, no bigger than the palm of your hand. He picked up a hammer and a little piece of steel. Johnny gonna make a steel driving man, Lord, Lord. Johnny gonna make a steel driving man. John Henry told his captain, next time you go to town, can you bring John back a 9-pound hammer? I'm gonna beat that steam drill down on down. Gonna beat that steam drill down. John Henry told his shaker, shaker, so still. Tomorrow be your burying day, Lord, Lord. Tomorrow be your burying day. That old steam drill, he thought that he had something fine. John Henry sank her 14 feet. Steam drill only made her 9, Lord, Lord. Steam drill only made her 9. About John Henry as much as you want, saying to all that you can that there never was born in the United States no such a steel driving man, Lord, Lord, no such a steel driving man. I can't stand to see a good man go to waste. One who never combs his hair or shaves his face. A man who leans on wine over love that's told a lie. Oh, it tears me up to see a grown man cry. So I never go around mirrors. I can't stand to see me without you by my side. No, I never go around mirrors because I got a heartache to hide.
More coverage from CamFest 2022 after this.
I can't stand to be where heartaches hang around. It's so easy for the blues to get me down. To see a grown man crawl is more than I can stand. I can't look into the eyes of half a man. So I never go around mirrors. I can't stand to see me without you by my side. No, I 'cause I got a heartache to hide. And it tears me up to see a grown man cry.
My great-grandfather opened the first Hinton Mill store back in 1918. Our family opened our first feed mill in the mid-1950s. We now have 5 locations and a wide range of products including feed, seed, fertilizer, crop protection, animal health products, fencing materials, and pet food. Though times have changed, our commitment to providing you with the highest quality products and knowledgeable customer service is as strong as ever.
I'm Adam Hinton, inviting you to stop in and see for yourself. Hinton Mills, serving farmers since 1918.
The coverage you need when you need it most. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
You can have full control of your network with MRTC Total Command. This feature enhances your internet experience right at your fingertips. Worry less about online threats with included virus protection. Choose the sites your children visit and limit their screen time with parental control features. Manage smart devices at the touch of a button. You get all this for just $9.95. Plus, we will upgrade your router at no extra cost. Now that's Wi-Fi Advantage.
Hi, my name is Kevin Anderson. I'm a Democrat candidate running for state representative in the 99th District, which includes Elliott, Morgan, and Round counties. As a lifelong resident of the 99th, I feel that I have a great understanding of its people and the needs of our community. I'm a man of faith who supports family values, our law enforcement and first responders, teachers, and the creation of good-paying jobs. Please vote for me so I can first listen to your needs and then go to Frankfort and be your voice and someone you can be proud to represent you.
Do you have Medicare? Have questions about Medicare Part D? Call me, Scott Lovelace, at 606-768-3589. Would you like to know what Medicare Part A and Part B covers and the amount you pay for covered services? Do you need information about a plan that pays for hearing aids? I can answer these questions for you. So call me, Scott Lovelace, at 606-768-3589. I specialize in Medicare, so I can help you.
This program was also sponsored by Commercial Bank, where friendliness prevails. Dave Eisen, candidate for Morgan County Judge Executive. Skylar Dickerson, realtor through Homeland Realty. And Jim Gazay, candidate for Morgan County Judge Executive.
Well, I've got a home on the other shore. Can't you hear Jerusalem moan? And I live there forevermore. Can't you hear Jerusalem moan? Can't you hear Jerusalem moan? Can't you hear Jerusalem moan? Thank God there's a heaven and a ringing in my soul, and my soul set free. Can't you hear Jerusalem moan? Now, Sister Mary, she wears a chain. Can't you hear Jerusalem moan? And on each link is my Jesus' name. Can't you hear Jerusalem moan? Can't you hear Jerusalem moan? Can't you hear Jerusalem moan? Thank God there's a heaven and a ringing in my soul, and my soul set free. Can't you hear Jerusalem moan? Team Sheila! Can't you hear Jerusalem moan?
That Jesus wash your sins away.
Can't you hear Jerusalem moan? Can't you hear Jerusalem moan? Can't you hear Jerusalem moan? Thank God there's a heaven and a ringing in my soul, and my soul set free. Can't you hear Jerusalem moan?
Well, the devil wears a hypocrite shoe.
Can't you hear Jerusalem moan?
If you don't watch out, you're gonna slip them on.
Can't you hear Jerusalem moan? Can't you hear Jerusalem moan? Can't you hear Jerusalem moan? Thank God there's a heaven and a ringing in my soul, and my soul set free. Can't you hear Jerusalem moan?
How y'all doing?
That's Dale Thomas on the five-string banjo, folks. For those of you that don't know, that's Chaston Carroll on the mandolin.
Methane gas and coal dust are the company that I keep. Methane gas and coal dust are the company that I keep. I can hear the devil whisper in the darkness slow and deep. Grab what you can, get out of the mine, the roof is coming down. Grab what you can, get out of the mine, the roof is coming down. I can hear the timbers cracking, feel the rattle of the ground. lost a brother in the Mingo County mine. Yeah, my daddy lost another in the Make One number 9. Then Black Lung took my daddy and left my dear old mother crying. Grab what you can, get out of the mine, the roof is coming down. Grab what you can, get out of the mine, the roof is coming down. I can hear the timbers cracking, feel the rattle of the ground. The good Lord lets me see the daylight one more time. Yes, I pray the good Lord lets me see the daylight one more time. So I won't have to spend my last days digging in a deep coal mine. Grab what you can, get out of the mine, the roof is coming down. Grab what you can, get out of the mine, the roof is coming down. I can hear the timbers cracking, feel the rattle of the ground.
Woo! How y'all doing? Everybody having a big time? We're having a big time with you. Welcome to late night Friday night at CamFest 2022. And before we go any farther, you know, Vic and George and Russ, the whole family talks about what special things have gone on at this place right here, and that's evident with everything that goes on. But I got an announcement to make. Sleepy come up and whispered in my ear a while ago. The donation amount that was at about $8,000, I think, when we started picking here a few moments ago, just went up to $10,000. How do you beat that? I mean, how do you beat that? This, you know, I have been to a lot of bluegrass festivals. Been lucky enough to play all over the country, other countries. And never in my life have I seen anything like this place. Ever. But anyway, we're here to have a big party tonight, folks. Want y'all to party with us?
All right, folks, we'll tell you a little more about these guys as we go along. I'm going to go ahead and introduce this fella on my right and your left here. Good guitar picker, good singer. Does about all the booking for the band and keeps us playing this music that we love. But perhaps his best skill is putting pen to paper and writing a song. And he's had songs recorded by such groups as the Lonesome River Band, Third Time Out, Junior Sisk and Rambler's Choice, Terry Balcom and the Dukes of Drive, Lou Reed and Carolina. We do a whole bunch of his tunes as well. This song that he's getting ready to do has quickly become one of our most requested songs. And he wrote this song in memory of his mother, who he lost in 1991, or at the age of 91, in a house fire of all things. And when he did that, he lost a whole bunch of pictures of his childhood and his mother and father when they were younger and all kinds of things. And one day on Facebook, he came up on there and he shared a Christmas with his mother, and those pictures came up on his Facebook, and he simply said, those pictures mean a whole lot more these days. We're going to send this out to everybody that's lost a loved one. From Flat Gap, Kentucky, folks, that's David Carroll.
Her mama sat there on that porch swing, staring down to keep from crying. She couldn't stand to watch her baby drive away. Seems like yesterday she brought her in this world. There's no denying that she's all grown up and leaving home today. For years they hang there on the wall, we barely notice them at all. But those pictures mean a whole lot more these days. Yeah, those pictures mean a whole lot more these days. Mom and Dad stood there together as they promised love forever. Side by side through good and bad, they found a way. With his two hands he worked the ground. They kept us fed and safe and sound. They just don't make too many like Big George these days. For years they hang there on the wall, we barely notice them at all. But those pictures mean a whole lot more these days. Yeah, those pictures mean a whole lot more these days. I can't go back to that old home, all but the memories are gone. So many that I knew and loved have gone away. And like the pictures in my mind, they just grow dimmer with time. And I'll hold to them tight until my dying days. For years they hang there on the wall, we barely notice them at all. But those pictures mean a whole lot more these days. Yeah, those pictures mean a whole lot more these days.
These old dark clouds are hanging over me. Rain is pouring down, your face is all I see. Heartache that I carry is too much for one man, and the pain that I'm left with is more than I can stand. My mind overflows with memories of you, of all that we shared and all that we knew. I long for your touch and your warm embrace, look that's in your eyes and the smile upon your face. You were standing in the white dress your great granny made. You smiled, looked at me and said my love will never fade. I guess that your smile was only a lie, and the vows you meant to say were so long and goodbye. Your gentle kiss, I wake up crying for all that I miss. How do I mend this old broken heart since you picked it up, threw it down and tore it all apart? You were standing in the white dress your great granny made. You smiled, looked at me and said my love will never fade. I guess that your smile was only a lie, and the vows you meant to say were so long and goodbye. Your great granny made. You smiled, looked at me and said my love will never fade. I guess that your smile was only a lie, and the vows you meant to say were so long and goodbye.
Okay, we're good to go. Yeah. All right, folks. You know what? Anytime we come up here and play music, no matter where it's at, we always have a big time. That's just what we do. And we got so many friends in this business, you know, and any opportunity we get to share our music with them, then that's what we do. Met this young guy right here probably about 3 years ago, I guess. Now, time flies when you're having fun, you know, but he quickly became a friend to all of us. And actually, he awarded us with a plaque for the 200th interview at Rudy Fest this year with Hammertown for the Evan Dickerson Bluegrass Talk Show. But he didn't come up here tonight to talk. He come up here to render the skills. Y'all say hi to Mr. Evan Dickerson one time.
Place to hide, but there's nowhere to run, and there's no place to hide where the water runs free and the mud starts to slide. so firm and strong. But it was easier than the sea, just rough and right and wrong. But now I am a man. I won't be here around the law. Want to rain, I did not do the dance man, let the water go my train. Never thought to worry if the river rose too high. All the trees we planted would get washed out with the sun. But there's nowhere to run, and there's no place to hide. Where the water runs free, and the mud starts to slide. This is for Team Sheila again. Everybody.
My great-grandfather opened the first Hinton Mill store back in 1918. Our family opened our first feed mill in the mid-1950s. We now have 5 locations and a wide range of products including feed, seed, fertilizer, crop protection, animal health products, fencing materials, and pet food. Though times have changed, our commitment to providing you with the highest quality products and knowledgeable customer service is as strong as ever.
I'm Adam Hinton, inviting you to stop in and see for yourself. Hinton Mills, serving farmers since 1918.
The coverage you need when you need it most. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
You can have full control of your network with MRTC Total Command. This feature enhances your internet experience right at your fingertips. Worry less about online threats with included virus protection. Choose the sites your children visit and limit their screen time with parental control features. Manage smart devices at the touch of a button. You get all this for just $9.95. Plus, we will upgrade your router at no extra cost. Now that's Wi-Fi Advantage.
Hi, my name is Kevin Anderson. I'm a Democrat candidate running for state representative in the 99th District, which includes Elliott, Morgan, and Round counties. As a lifelong resident of the 99th, I feel that I have a great understanding of its people and the needs of our community. I'm a man of faith who supports family values, our law enforcement and first responders, teachers, and the creation of good-paying jobs. Please vote for me so I can first listen to your needs and then go to Frankfort and be your voice and someone you can be proud to represent you.
Do you have Medicare? Have questions about Medicare Part D? Call me, Scott Lovelace, at 606-768-3589. Would you like to know what Medicare Part A and Part B covers and the amount you pay for covered services? Do you need information about a plan that pays for hearing aids? I can answer these questions for you. So call me, Scott Lovelace, at 606-768-3589. I specialize in Medicare, so I can help you.
This program was also sponsored by Commercial Bank, where friendliness prevails. Dave Eisen, candidate for Morgan County Judge Executive. Skylar Dickerson, Realtor through Homeland Realty. And Jim Gazay, candidate for Morgan County Judge Executive.
Yeah. That's my dude right there. I got you, Chaz.
Hi, Chad.
All right, we're going to slow things down a little bit now. Kind of change things up. We're going to go back now and do y'all a song off of our first album. We just recorded our 5th album for Mountain Fever Records, by the way. It's hard to believe we recorded the first one all the way back in 2013 when we released that, but we just recorded our 5th album. One entitled You Can Learn a Lot from a Song. But anyway, we're going to go back now to our first album, which was self-titled, and do y'all a song that one of our favorite songwriters and a good friend of ours by the name of Kyle Burnett, who's written all kinds of great songs. He's originally from the state of Missouri and now makes his home over in the edge of Elliott County. Give me a chance to introduce a couple of guys here at the same time. You know, your day's going to be interesting when you get a phone call at 8 o'clock in the morning from your mandolin playing, tenor singing son that says, they're getting ready to cut my wisdom tooth out. All right, then. So
I think Shayla said shut up and he stood up. I think that's what happened.
I think that's probably what happened.
But I will make it known that after I had it extracted, I went back to work and worked all day, and I'm here now.
Yep. Can you give it up for him one time? Yep. Anyway, I'm on the phone, you know, trying to text mandolin players, this, that, and the other, but he come through in the pinch right here, and I'm awful proud of him. Been watching him play music since he was about 4 or 5 years old, and in 2019, he toured the country playing with Dan Tominski, and that's probably my proudest moment as a musician, getting to watch him fulfill his dream to do that. So, anyway, coming to you from just outside of Irving, Kentucky, Chaston Carroll on the guitar right now. And on the lead vocal, coming to you just outside of Allfield on this one, y'all say hi to Scotty Tackett one time.
Do this one for my buddy Sticks. He sat down beside me on a bus to Birmingham. He said, my name is Arkansas. He offered me his hand. I could smell the early time still heavy on his breath. He pulled a pouch of Red Man from the pocket of his vest. The tin flask looked like it was tailor-made to fit his hands, tarnished everywhere except the wear made by his shaking hands. Said, son, where are you headed? I said, any town will do. He said, I've been there once or twice. Would you mind if I come too? He had 1,000 stories about how he lost his luck. At the end of every heartbreak tale, he'd ask me for a buck. Said he was a cowboy once till he lost his horse. Married to the Queen of Spain, it ended in divorce. He told me of his army days and how he won the war. That Silver Star was nice enough, but a drink would help me more. I could see in front of me a man who lived on lies. I saw my reflection when I looked into his eyes. I gave him a little change, he gave me this song. As soon as I stepped off that bus, I bought a ticket home. The only words he muttered that made any sense at all was, you might ought to go back home before you're too far gone. Son, you might ought to go back home before you're too far gone.
Chastity Carroll, Scott Taggart right there for you. Who hard thinking you don't love me anymore?
He said stay in B.
Somebody did.
He said stay in B.
No, he said stay in B.
No, but Ryan's, we're going to do a request. What key do that?
You want to do it in B?
It's up to you. You're singing, bro.
What are we doing?
B's fine.
You don't love me.
I'll try it.
Where you do at it?
Be quiet up there. He said B. B?
Who requested thinking you don't love me anymore? If you don't holler again, we ain't doing it.
Dad, it's in B. In B.
That's where I'm at.
One of the finest bass players I've ever played with. Great lead singer, great harmony singer. Don't say much traveling up and down the road. He don't take up much room in the van. One of my favorite people on this earth, folks. From Sagersville, Kentucky, that's Brian Russell.
Last few hours thinking, not much sleeping, too much drinking, and I'm thinking you don't love me anymore. When I get home, you know we're around, busy on the wrong side of the town. I'm thinking you don't love me anymore. Well, happy ever after, ain't that happy after all? When forever just goes walking out the door. A wedding ring left on the table and a suitcase in the hall. Now I'm thinking you don't love me anymore. Empty stairs, not even blinking once the ship of love starts sinking, and I'm thinking you don't love me anymore. It's like trying to change the weather in the end. I know I'm better off, and I'm thinking you don't love me anymore. Well, happy ever after, ain't that happy after all? If forever just goes walking out the door. A wedding ring left on the table and a suitcase in the hall. Now I'm thinking you don't love me anymore. Well, happy ever after, ain't that happy after all? When forever just goes walking out the door. A wedding ring left on the table and a suitcase in the hall. Now I'm thinking you don't love me anymore. Spent the last few hours thinking, not much sleeping, too much drinking, and I'm thinking you don't love me anymore.
same old song. I don't leave the highway long enough to bog down in the mud. I've got rambling fever in my blood. Caught this rambling fever long ago, when I first heard the lonesome whistle blow. If someone said that I ever gave a damn, they damn sure told you wrong. 'Cause I've had rambling fever all along. Rambling fever, kinda can't be measured by degrees. Rambling fever, son, ain't no kind of cure for my disease. Well, there's times I like to bed down on the sofa and let some pretty lady rub my back, and spend the early morning drinking coffee, talking about when I'll be coming back. 'Cause I don't let no woman tie me down. Well, y'all I'll never get too old to get around. I wanna die along the highway and run away like some old high pole, and rest this rambling fever in my soul. Rambling fever, the kind that can't be measured by degrees. Rambling fever, son, ain't no kind of cure for my disease. Rambling fever, the kind that can't be measured by degrees. Rambling fever, sonny, ain't no kind of cure for my disease. No, there ain't no kind of cure for my disease.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. We appreciate that. Y'all have heard, y'all have heard Vic and different ones of us talking about our dear friend, Miss Sheila, and everything that she's going through right now, and the fight that she's in for, and absolutely facing it head on like a true warrior. Always in our prayers, our family. Y'all notice, we usually don't dress in t-shirts, but we do these things. But just a t-shirt right here. This is a Team Sheila t-shirt.
Go buy one. How good do I look?
And on the front of the t-shirt it says, "No one in this family fights alone."
That's right.
And that's the truth right there. So, coming up on Labor Day weekend, I'm not sure the date's right in front of me, but anyway, it's Labor Day weekend, Friday and Saturday. Going to be a big benefit concert right here at Maryland Farm.
And I would die before I missed it.
All the proceeds are going to be going to Sheila and Sleepy to help her with her fight. Yeah. So if you ain't got plans, we would love for y'all to come out and be with us. We're going to be here.
If you do have plans, change them.
There's going to be a lot of great acts here to support Sheila and Sleepy. These T-shirts, they don't have too many of them right now, but if you will get with us or you'll get with Sleepy, you can do a pre-order, get your name down the list. They're going to have, I'm sure they'll have a bunch of these back here when we come back.
Hey, Dave.
On Labor Day weekend as well.
They've got them in kids' sizes, too.
They do. See, look, Dale and what's your name again? Brian.
I'm wearing a...
Or Sporty the kid size. Chastain's wearing the tent size, by the way, tonight.
Mammoth Petite's what I like to call it.
That's a new size.
Available.
We're going to do one now by request. I know Sticks requested it, and several others of you did as well. And it's a song that Dave co-wrote back a few years ago, and tells a story about a man's progression through his life. And we hope you guys will enjoy this. This is one entitled "Moving." I have always hated moving, packing boxes to stain my style. This time it's different, cause what I am losing, recovery's gonna take a while. One last look around the neighborhood where my children will play. I see me with them, but it's an illusion. Oh, what a price I will pay. Broken promises, changing directions, never knowing where the next road will end. I have always hated moving, here I am moving again. 30 years now, I've been their foreman. They look to me because I get things done. They'll have a new boss come Monday morning. I'll think of them long after I'm gone. The whistle will blow for me the last time tomorrow. A gold-plated watch and a tear in my eye. I wish I could pay back all the memories they borrowed. I'll shake all their hands and say a final goodbye. Broken promises, changing directions, never knowing where the next road will end. I have always hated moving, here I am moving again. One last look at all of my family. By the tears in their eyes, I know that I don't have long. Whispers of love and undying affection. My last thoughts are of them and the things I've done wrong. Broken promises, changing directions, never knowing where the next road will end. I have always hated moving, here I am moving again. I have always hated moving, but here I am moving again.
Hey, Scott, I heard a lot of people singing that chorus. Let's do that again and let them sing with us.
Hey, if we do that chorus again, will y'all sing with us? You swear? I don't believe you. All right.
I'll get you started.
Do the last verse.
Do the last verse?
Yeah.
One last look at all of my family. By the tears in their eyes, I know that I don't have long. Whispers of love and undying affection. My last thoughts are of them and the things I've done wrong.
Here we go.
Broken promises, changing directions, never knowing where the next road will lead.
Come on now.
I have always hated moving, but here I am moving again.
Real loud this time.
I have always hated moving, but here I am moving again. Awesome job.
All right, y'all. Folks, we wouldn't be able to get up here and do this without a lot of folks. I can tell you this. Over the last probably year, Vic Adams, over probably the last year, or probably a little bit more over a year, there probably hasn't been 2 days that me and Vic Adams hasn't been on the phone. And I can tell you, putting a bluegrass festival together is one thing. Putting a bluegrass festival together that has morphed into what this has, all the people it's helped, the thousands and thousands of dollars, the lives that it's changing, it seems like every day. I can tell you firsthand, I know he's not the only one, he's one of the most humble guys that I've ever known. But I can tell you this, there ain't nobody works harder than that man right there and his family to put this on. And so does the Orange Army. Give the Orange Army a big old hand. Of which that I am now an honorary member as of last night. So anyway, a couple other folks we want to shout out. Our buddy Keith Pocus, Bud Porter, Soundwave Production. This is as good a sound as I've ever played on tonight. Thank you, guys.
Let's kick off bootleg.
All right, man. I'm in the wrong key. I got to do that special tuning on this one.
Special sauce on it.
Special slaw on this one. Y'all ready? What about your tuning?
Go ahead and kick it off. I'll talk.
You want to talk a minute?
Back when I was a teenager, Vic can probably attest to this for Grayson as well. There was about 4 bootleggers right there in the city limits of Olive Hill, Kentucky. And there was about 4 more within a 5-minute drive of the city limits of Olive Hill, Kentucky. I pulled up with a bootlegger one night and asked the guy, I said, how much for a case of beer? Boodle Bishop was his name. Boodle said $18. I said, how much for 2? He said $36. I said, he must have the bootlegger blues.
There ain't no work in the mountains since they shut down the mines. I got a wife and 6 children, and they're hungry all the time. So I had to find another way, not one that I'm proud of. But the union says it's hopeless, and we can't live on love. We really need some groceries, and the rent's way overdue. That's why I've got the bootlegger blues. Looking over my shoulder, a short step from the long arm of the law. These old mountain roads are dangerous, especially with a load of alcohol. I don't want to make my wife a widow, leave my kids without a dad. But I'd rather be in the graveyard than to see them starve to death. I got nothing left to do what I have to do. That's why I've got the bootlegger blues. An honest man with dignity and pride, but they say I can't dig coal no more, and I have to provide. I don't want their welfare, that's all I've got to say. They can stick it where the sun don't shine, 'cause I make my own way. My heart is in this holler, I don't wear no leaving shoes. I'd rather have the bootlegger's blues. From the long arm of the law. These old mountain roads are dangerous, especially with a load of alcohol. I don't want to make my wife a widow, leave my kids without a dad. But I'd rather be in the graveyard than to see them starve to death. I got nothing left to do what I have to do. That's why I've got the bootlegger's blues. I've got nothing left to do what I have to do. That's why I've got the bootlegger's blues.
big stony river just below the waterfall. It's where I met my blue-eyed darling, she became my bride. We built a little cabin high up on the mountainside. My Rosalie from West Virginia, golden hair and eyes of blue, with care and love I do remember. I'm holding my sweet love for you. 30 years we lived our dreams and raised a family. Life was full of pleasure just to be with Rosalie. Those soft words that she spoke to me I hold dear to my heart. With words of love and care for her we vowed we'd never part. My Rosalie from West Virginia, golden hair and eyes of blue, with care and love I do remember. I'm holding my sweet love for you. Questions and I don't quite understand. My Rosalie has left me and she's in the promised land. Yesterday's forgotten, but the thought of her remains. A broken heart can heal itself, but leaves a scar of pain. My Rosalie from West Virginia, golden hair and eyes of blue, with care and love I do remember. I'm holding my sweet love for you. I'm holding my sweet love for you. Anybody out there like Vern Gosden? Anybody out there like Brian Russell?
I can see every time I look into your eyes, you don't care a thing about those other guys. With that word, you make me understand what's on your mind. The rhythm of your body close to mine. I can tell by the way you dance that you're gonna love me tonight. I can tell by the way you dance that you're gonna love me tonight. Sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's hot. Love's either right or it's wrong. Feels so good, love you a lot. Right here beside me is where you belong. I don't care if everybody knows the way I feel, until the dream of holding you is real. I can tell by the way you dance that you're gonna love me tonight.
What y'all doing over there? Wait till I get further stage.
I can tell by the way you dance
what I want to know.
That you're gonna love me tonight.
That's what I'm talking about.
Sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's hot. Love's either right or it's wrong. Feels so good, love you a lot. Right here beside me is where you belong. I don't care if everybody knows the way I feel, until the dream of holding you is real. I can tell by the way you dance that you're gonna love me tonight. I can tell by the way you dance that you're gonna love me tonight. Oh, I can tell by the way you dance that you're gonna love me tonight.
My great-grandfather opened the first Hinton Mill store back in 1918. Our family opened our first feed mill in the mid-1950s. We now have 5 locations and a wide range of products including feed, seed, fertilizer, crop protection, animal health products, fencing materials, and pet food. Though times have changed, our commitment to providing you with the highest quality products and knowledgeable customer service is as strong as ever.
I'm Adam Hinton, inviting you to stop in and see for yourself. Hinton Mills, serving farmers since 1918.
The coverage you need when you need it most. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
You can have full control of your network with MRTC Total Command. This feature enhances your internet experience right at your fingertips. Worry less about online threats with included virus protection. Choose the sites your children visit and limit their screen time with parental control features. Manage smart devices at the touch of a button. You get all this for just $9.95. Plus, we will upgrade your router at no extra cost. Now that's Wi-Fi Advantage.
Hi, my name is Kevin Anderson. I'm a Democrat candidate running for state representative in the 99th District, which includes Elliott, Morgan, and Round counties. As a lifelong resident of the 99th, I feel that I have a great understanding of its people and the needs of our community. I'm a man of faith who supports family values, our law enforcement and first responders, teachers, and the creation of good-paying jobs. Please vote for me so I can first listen to your needs and then go to Frankfort and be your voice and someone you can be proud to represent you.
Do you have Medicare? Have questions about Medicare Part D? Call me, Scott Lovelace, at 606-768-3589. Would you like to know what Medicare Part A and Part B covers and the amount you pay for covered services? Do you need information about a plan that pays for hearing aids? I can answer these questions for you. So call me, Scott Lovelace, at 606-768-3589. I specialize in Medicare, so I can help you.
This program was also sponsored by Commercial Bank, where friendliness prevails. Dave Eisen, candidate for Morgan County Judge Executive. Skylar Dickerson, realtor through Homeland Realty. And Jim Gazay, candidate for Morgan County Judge Executive.
That was the perfect song. Now listen, talking about love. There's 2 gentlemen just walked up.
That's my dude right there.
That's right, the dudes. Talking about love. I'm gonna hand the mic over to Richard, and he's gonna talk about it.
Well, we had a quick conversation about this, and you know, we didn't think 10,000 was quite enough for this. 50-50? I think we need to do 12. What do you think? Mandolin Campground and Skinny Fest, of course, add another $2,000 to that to make it $12,000.
Wow. Unbelievable, folks. Y'all unbelievable. Folks, let's rock this thing out. Let's fill this front of this stage up and let's send this thing off. It might be Friday night, but we're going to make it a Saturday night. Let's do this. Y'all come on up. Anybody wants to come up here to this stage, y'all come on up. Let's do this right.
Folks, we can't thank y'all enough. I mean, for what, you know, I don't know about everybody else, but for us to be able to be the host band for this festival is a big, big deal. And we appreciate that more than you all know. But you know what? Everything Vic does, everything Sleepy does, everything Dave Tackett does, everything the Orange Army does, it's all hard work. There's no doubt about that. But without y'all coming down here to support this and doing what you have with nights like tonight, absolutely wouldn't be able to do that. So, all right, what about a bit of Detroit City chill?
Oh, I think the thing is good.
Don't worry about singing.
No, I grabbed my heart. You was gonna sing it.
Okay, I know. I thought you was worried about the harmony.
At the age of 17, I set out to chase my dream into a world that I thought I knew about. I couldn't wait to leave those hills and exchange for all the thrills, quick to find out just what life is all about. I traded in those gravel roads, the honeysuckle vine that grows, the whippoorwills always fill the summer night. It's a far cry from this place, and the good Lord saving grace, I'd give it all to see my mama's front porch light. More than 30 years have passed, but the memories still last. I wouldn't trade them for a mansion home to hell. In gentle dreams I wander back down that rusty railroad track. I wake up to find this Detroit City chill. I wish I'd known what I know now. It ain't that bad behind the plow. I still recall the smell of Sunday supper time. That old front porch swing and them old fox hounds just sing like they did through those Carter County nights. More than 30 years have passed, but the memories still last. I wouldn't trade them for a mansion home to hell. In gentle dreams I wander back down that rusty railroad track. I wake up to find this Detroit City chill. More than 30 years have passed, but the memories still last. I wouldn't trade them for a mansion home to hell. In gentle dreams I wander back down that rusty railroad track. I wake up to find this Detroit City chill. I wake up to find this Detroit City chill.
I just seen one of my favorite people in the whole world in the crowd. How are you, Leon? So good to see you, pal.
Mr. Stage B himself, right there, Leon Russell, one time. What? Oh, that'd be good. We could do that.
Folks, we're going to do one more. We're going to get out of here and let you guys party away the rest of the night. A few years, this is an old fiddle tune that several years back Dave decided he was going to put some words to. One entitled Cherokee Maiden. On behalf of Dale Thomas on the 5-string banjo, Cheston Carroll on the little mandolin, Brian Russell on the old bass, Dave Carroll on lead guitar. I'm Scott Tackermore, Hammertown. God bless you.
In the Blue Ridge Pines of North Carolina, where the Cold Spring waters flow, lived a maiden fair with long black hair and eyes as dark as coal. I dream of her love every night. It's more than I can stand. I'm on my way this very day to win her heart and hand. Just west of Maggie Valley, a little south of Knoxville town. It's a long, hard ride through the mountainside, but that's where I'll be found. At the foot of the Smoky Mountains, in the shadows of Tennessee. My Cherokee maid with the home dark praise, she's waiting there for me. My Cherokee maiden dance with me in the light of the summer moon. To an Indian band will clap her hands and dance all around the room. To a Cherokee fiddle tune. Now I've been gone for way too long, and still she waits for me. Because she knows I love her so, my love she'll always be way down in Cherokee. Died when she was 5. She's been her daddy's life. I'll be the man who'll take her hand and make the girl my wife. Her voice is like an angel, her love is heavenly, and the Lord above has blessed our love. Together we will be. My Cherokee maiden dance with me in the light of the summer moon. To an Indian band will clap her hands and dance all around the room. To a Cherokee fiddle tune. Now I've been gone for way too long, and still she waits for me. Because she knows I love her so, my love she'll always be way down in Cherokee.
I just realized that it wouldn't be CamFest unless Vic sung Donna Kaye a song. He had the door blocked, and he's a lot bigger than I am.
Hey, folks, I got to say something here. You know, a little over 33 years ago, on November the 5th, a buddy of mine hooked me up on a blind date. I worked with him, and I said, "Where you gonna hook me up with some of them wild women over in Bowie County? I don't know." He said, "I think I got one for you." November the 5th, 1988, we had our first date. August the 5th, 1989, she said, "I do."
Ain't it?
A lot of people didn't think we'd make it. 33 years later, honey, here we are. Two kids, 3 grandkids. Family's still growing.
It's a good thing that you ended up marrying her and this worked out, because singing like hey, Laura Jane or something wouldn't
Yeah,
work. It just wouldn't sound the same. So
that just wouldn't have worked out.
it was all part of the big plan.
But I'll tell you what, folks, she's my rock. I can tell you that. I love her with all my heart.
Can't you hear the rhythm of my big spike hammer? Lord, it's busting my side. I've done all I can do to please that woman. Still, she's not satisfied. Help us out. Hey, hey, Donna Kay, why do you treat me this way? Hey, hey, Donna Kay, I'll get even someday.
Tell them who you are.
I'm the best hammer swinger in this big section game.
What's your name?
Big Vic Adams is his
That's his name.
But this hammer that he swings for $1.50 a day is all for his Donna Kay. Hey, hey, Donna Kay.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you treat me this way? Hey, hey, Donna Kay, I'll get even someday.
What a romantic song, Vic.
Well, I've been a lot of places, ain't much I ain't done. Still a lot of things I'd like to see. But this hammer that I swing, or the woman that I love, yeah, one's gonna be the death of me. Hey, hey, Donna Kay, why do you treat me this way? Hey, hey, Donna Kay, I'll get even someday. Hey, hey, Donna Kay, why do you treat me this way? Hey, hey, Donna Kay, I'll get even someday.
Here we go, now big finish.
Big spike hammer, big spike hammer.
Thank you folks so much.
Here's the 33 more, huh?
Great show tonight, fellas. Big hand to Hammertown.
Y'all crazy as hell. Several years ago, Dave wrote a song. What album is that on, Dave? You remember?
Hillbilly Heroes.
It's on our Hillbilly Heroes album, and I can tell you what, I don't know how many of you out there partake in that old clear liquor they call moonshine. But if you do, Dave Carroll's got a piece of advice for you folks. Don't you ever cross a moonshine man.
I bet there's a dropper doing that. I got it.
Where the cold spring waters flow, you can smell the moonshine liquor in the air like days of old. The sun don't shine up them deep hollers, the breeze don't blow, there's not a sound. White oak trees are scarred from bullets, blood-soaked soul and hallowed ground. Here in these hills we help our neighbor, work real hard to be your friend. Don't come round with bad intentions, don't ever cross a moonshine man. Good Lord gave me corn and water, copper pot and these two hands, and the federal man works for the devil. Gotta take him down, got to make my stand. Here in these hills we help our neighbor, work real hard to be your friend. Don't come round with bad intentions, don't ever cross a moonshine man. In the blue moonlight, I see shadows creeping, flash of a badge, nowhere to run. Things get bad when a revenue meets a moonshine man, Cyber Johnson gun. Here in these hills, we help our neighbor, work real hard to be your friend. Don't come round with bad intentions, don't ever cross a moonshine man. Our neighbor, work real hard to be your friend. Don't come round with bad intentions, don't ever cross a moonshine man. Don't ever cross a moonshine man.
Tell you what a time we've had tonight. Hope you guys have enjoyed it half as much as we have. Again, that's Dale Thomas on the 5-string banjo. That's Chaston Carroll on the mandolin right there. Give it up. Little man with a big voice, that's Brian Russell. Dave Carroll on the lead guitar. I'm Scott Tackett. We're Hammertown, and this is CamFest 2022.
Thank you, folks.
Apparently, Sleepy and Sheila have a request. And that's our people right there. Everybody, you all are our people. But now, I've known Sleepy for 40 years, and I've known Sheila for as long as she's been alive. So, around here, when they ask for it, they get it. You know, Dave grew up in Carter County, out just past Grawn in a place called Rattlesnake Ridge. And back when we was youngins, in the 70s and 80s, Mommy and Daddy didn't just reach you a 20 or a 50 and tell you to go have a big time with it. Whatever you got, you had to work for. And Dave's real good at telling stories about his childhood and the way things used to be. And every word in this song is the truth. When Dave was just a young lad in his early teens probably, in order for him to make $1 to go to town on, he had to work for it. There was a fella on that ridge by the name of Scorcher Carroll. Dave worked in tobacco and hay and all kinds of stuff just so he could get to town and hang out with these friends. We're going to leave you with one entitled Scorcher Carroll's Farm.
These big old city streets and a country boy like me can't get along. And I wish I had a dollar bill for every time I wished I was back home. Lying, killing, stealing seems to be a common way of life down here. All I ever stole was kisses. All I ever killed was a rabbit, squirrel, and deer.
That's my favorite line ever in a song right there.
I learned the value of $1 working in the back of fields at just 14. Chopping weeds out in the hot sunshine ain't exactly every young man's dream. I'd imagine being in a different town at the end of every road. And I knew as soon as I could get the chance, I'd pack up all my things and go. Can anybody tell me which way it is to Scorcher Carroll's farm? A few miles down that old dirt road, at least 1,000 miles away from home. And does anybody know where I could buy a double shovel plow or two? I'll be back at home tomorrow, planting my seeds in the early morning dew.
Let's hear from our Skinny Fest people out here one time.
Now an awful lot of time has come and gone since I left that simple life. When I think of all the old friends who passed on, you know it cuts me like a knife. But seasons change and people come and go. It's all according to God's plan. We just hold on to the memories and pictures, thinking back while we still can. Somebody tell me which way it is to Sculpture Carol. Few miles down an old dirt road, at least 1,000 miles away from. And does anybody know where I could buy a double shovel plow? I'll be back at home tomorrow, planting my seeds in the early morning dew. I'll be back at home tomorrow, planting my seeds in the early morning.
Folks, we're going to do one more for you as our first number one. It's a tribute to all the folks that we admired throughout our younger years. One entitled Hillbilly Hero. When I was just a boy in East Kentucky, and I heard that lonesome sound on the radio, little Ralph and Carter too sang that good old Mountain Dew. Flat and Scruggs played with the father Bill Monroe. Well, they sang them songs about our way of living. Reno and Smiley Dale and Charlie Waller too. Then the king from Tennessee hit that big G run for me, as he sang about those worn-out walking shoes. The Stanleys from Virginia, Big Mon from Old Rosine, Sonny Bob and J.D. Crow, the best I've ever seen. Oh, Picker J.D. They rode them Silver Eagles up and down the line. Those hillbilly heroes of mine, hillbilly heroes of mine.
Oh, yeah, how about another big hand for Dale Thomas right there, y'all?
Like Whitney, some have left us way too early. Now they're picking with the angels up on high. But thank the Lord they passed their gifts on to us, to carry onward till the day we die. Now there's Russell, Skaggs, Dan, T-Ball, and Bowman, Cordell, Sheeler, Doyle, and Rice, to name a few. Steffi, Stewart, Bush, and Sisk, Flux and Sparks all made the list. Allison, Dale, Ann, and Rhonda too. Jim and Jess, the Carter family, Mac Wiseman and Hilo, Baker Wise and Warren boys, they sure could crack a bow. Sackler, Graves, and Shuffler, they've all stood the test of time. Now they're hillbilly heroes of mine, hillbilly heroes of mine. One more trip back to the old home place would be divine, to see those hillbilly heroes of mine, hillbilly heroes of mine. Folks, we love you. We'll see you right back here tomorrow night for the big Keith Whitley tribute. On behalf of Dale Thomas, Chester Carroll, Brian Russell, Dave Carroll, I'm Scott Taggart. We love you and good night.
Your hostess with the mostest right there, Hammertown. Great job, guys.